We're going to talk about how to prune some of these plants that are needing a little touch-up pruning in the middle of the summer heat. I want to show you folks, there's stuff going on all over the trunks of plants and trees. This is a desert willow right here. So they're phenomenal. Last year I had a trunk that was going up onto this fence and pushing it over, so we cut it down. Well, we don't want it to come back, but it's trying to come back. So these are called suckers. So we're going to go in, and it doesn't matter what time of the year you do it, and we're trimming them down right down next to the trunk. I don't mind them being there when they're small, but what they do is they start encouraging this thing to grow again, and I don't want any fence damage. So this one right here, I don't know if I can get it with these clippers. We'll try. I should have brought my big ones. Yeah, got it. Okay, so now this one's going to take us up to our category of what Mike and I call the rule of thumb. And the rule of thumb is, if it's that big in diameter, which is pretty much the diameter of my thumb, you don't worry about sealing it with any pruning paint or anything. That's the rule of thumb. But the reason I like to keep these interiors of these trees clean even in the summertime, this just makes the tree breathe easier and have less to worry about. These are a plant called golden vicary. So golden vicary is, it can be a shrub clear to the ground, or as we prefer ours, we like to make a miniature tree out of them. And so this is a process we do usually once or twice a summer. And again, look how I'm doing that. I'm all the way up. And you can tell, I mean, we're behind on it. We've got a considerable amount to do. This turns this into more of like a piece of art, really, to me. Takes all our foliage up here. You lose nothing in shade, but we are benefiting the plant by getting this suckered material off of here, because now the plant's not going to worry about putting anything down low. We're going to go all the way up top. Now I do have a biggie one here, and I don't want to cut that with these. I'm going to use loppers. This is the kind of bow saw we use, but this is a tree bow saw. This is not something you go cut good lumber with. So in this case, these are meant to cut up to 2-inch diameter. I may bow saw it. I am. It's that hard. So I'm going to go ahead and take my other weapon of death over here. Cut right through it. And we're going to leave it in real short as we can get down there. It's taking little strokes because I'm constrained on space. Come on, baby. Shall we? Let's look into this rose out here. So this is a rose that only blooms in the spring, but it grows like a weed. So every 2 weeks, it's very thorny. You can tell this is 18 inches, pretty close. 2 weeks. And some roses will do that. I wanted to go over here and look at these domesticated roses and kind of look at some of that. Because people need to be aware after they bloom. So see this one, I'm cutting at a 45 into the center. 45 degree into the center. 45 degree into the center. That way when the foliage grows back out, we don't have a flat top, we've got a 45 degree angle, and it comes back up like that. It never hurts to trim them. The roses thrive on this. I've already sprayed these twice this year for fungus. This is still doing pretty darn good for 105, 103 every, what, for the past 16 days? So I want to show you folks one thing you're going to be seeing on your bushes right now. Look at this one, Mike. You're going to have to get real close. This is a cutter bee. That's called a leaf cutter bee. They don't kill the bush. They're harvesting it. They don't eat it. They put it in their mouth like a water tobacco, and they take it back and they use it to make their nests. The other trimming issue I wanted to show folks, see, even this crab apple, I purposely trimmed these to keep it out of the pool and so on and so forth, but they want to come back, and I don't want them. And you do this to fruit trees. This is a crab apple. Oak trees. If you can't walk underneath it, it needs to be trimmed up. You know, I wouldn't have planted it there with a swimming pool there, but I didn't. I love the pool, but I'm just saying it's too close.
Yeah. And
it would have given the same amount of shade into there, Mike, in the morning if it was over here at the base. And instead of having that photinia plant there, have the crab apple back over here. Plus we get less foliages in the pool because I clean it basically every day. So the planting distance on these things is critical too. So
get a shot of our little friend over here.
Is it a squirrel?
No, he's a little turtle in there.
Oh, there it is. We named it Shelly.
Shelly?
Yeah.
Hey, Shelly.
Hi, Shellers. Cute little thing. Saved her from certain death out of the street last week.
Oh, wow.
I was wondering where she was. This one, really what needs to happen, I don't even have the right tool here. So this one literally, look at that. It's not gonna, any of it, I gave it every hope I could. I've used superthrive on it. I've used fungicide, everything. So I'm going to take a chainsaw onto this. I'm going to cut this down to here, this down to here, this down to here. I'm going to take all of this out, and I'm going to do it in the summer. Dead is dead. That's always what I tell people. Well, don't wait till the fall. Dead is dead.
Now, you mentioned in the middle of that that you were saying there, Bryan, superthrive.
Superthrive is a high-end vitamin booster that is one of a kind. It's been around since, I'd say, late 50s, early 60s. Totally the best root stimulator and vitamin product that I know of on the market. But superthrive I have seen it revive trees and shrubs and flowers that you thought had zero chance of living.
Right.
Now when you open this up, as a kid, what it reminds me of is those Geritol vitamins my grandma used to make me take. It's got that smell, but it didn't kill me. And I got good hair, so I guess it worked.